We recently posted a video on this channel about my 10 wishes for Eurovision 2024. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. And of course, also let me know your wishes for Eurovision 2024 in the usual ways. Without going into too much detail, one of the wishes was in relation to presenters in Malmö, and more specifically, not having Måns and Petra hosting. ASC Today, which I have a lot of respect for and has been running for many years, posted a pic of Måns and Petra very recently with the caption, and I quote, "SVT, you have one job, get Måns and Petra to host Eurovision 2024. The last time the duo hosted the competition, they slayed big time." End of quote. Since winning Eurovision with my favourite Swedish winner Heroes, Måns has become a permanent fixture, co-hosting in 2016 and featuring one way or another in most contests since then. I think Måns should feature in some way if that's what SVT want, but in a more limited capacity, perhaps a short segment at a semi-final. Måns is a great performer, and it was nice to meet him in person in both 2016 and earlier this year in Liverpool, casually walking past me during Eurovision week, where we exchanged some words i svenska. With Petra no longer being employed by SVT, it would be a nice idea, I think, to give this already 2 times Eurovision presenter a couple of weeks off to enjoy the contest as a dignitary amongst the assembled audience in Malmö. Of course, not being directly employed by a broadcaster doesn't discount a presenter from fronting the contest we all love so much, but I think it's about time SVT breathed new life into the presenting lineup. The BBC will be a tough act to follow with what I consider to be one of the best presenting teams ever seen at the contest. So who would I like to see being front and centre when it comes to next May in Malmö for Eurovision 2024? First up, and this would be no surprise to anyone if you watched any of my latest videos or following my comments on social media, it's Oscar Zia! Oscar is a talented guy, having become popular in Sweden following his appearance at Swedish X Factor and being runner-up in the Swedish version of Strictly Come Dancing. For us Eurovision fans, perhaps he is best known for being runner-up at Melodifestivalen 2016 and for co-presenting a semi-final of Melodifestivalen 2021 and for doing a fantastic job as solo host at Melodifestivalen 2022. Oscar showed his credentials during one of the heats at Melodifestivalen when the voting app didn't work the way it was meant to. He held his cool and dealt with the situation calmly and in good humour, even referencing it the following week. Oscar is also a great singer, has a brilliant personality and appears to be a popular figure in Sweden, and I think he would be a great choice to present Eurovision 2024. It looks like he might not be entirely against the idea himself, as you can see here with him liking my suggestion he should present in 2024. Time will tell. Now, I was thinking about Farah as the presenter of the contest next year because she did such a great job co-hosting Melodifestivalen 2023. But another presenter I think is due their moment on stage in May 2024, and that is Gina Dirawi. Gina has endeared herself to Swedish and international fans, having presented Melodifestivalen 3 times. Her name was in the frame to present Eurovision 2016, but in the end, as we know, Petra with Måns got the job. Gina is a talented performer and has a host of TV hosting, no pun intended, actually, it was, TV hosting credits to her name, such as the Swedish Grammy Awards, which she fronted in 2014 and 2015, and last year hosted the Swedish version of the Oscars. Gina would be a great choice and I think would be funny without trying too hard if her previous stints at Melodifestivalen are to go by. So that is Gina and Oscar. How about one more? Yeah, thought you'd like that. Eurovision 2014 was not just a great year for Conchita, who won of course, but for Sanna Nielsen, who got the chance to represent her nation on her 7th attempt at Melodifestivalen. Sanna placed 3rd of course and is a popular figure in Sweden. She won the hearts and votes of the public, who finally sent her to Eurovision after all those attempts. Following her success in Copenhagen, Sanna went on to co-present Melodifestivalen 2015 as well as commentate alongside regular Edward ap Sillen. Sanna also presented Eurovision The Party at Tele2 Arena on the night of Eurovision 2016 final, so is well equipped, I think, to present Eurovision 2024, and I think would do really well during the voting sequence. I've just mentioned him, but I think Edward Afsilin, who is basically the Graham Norton or Marty Whelan of SVT, and is credited with scripting Eurovision 2013 and 2016, not to mention writing the fun anthem Love Love Peace Peace, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Edward popping up in some guise. Many fans would like to see the return of Sarah Dawn Furnace creation Linda Woodruff, but just like Mons and Petra, I'm pretty sure SVT and the Swedes can come up with something new and original for 2024. Like I said at the top of this episode, SVT have a job on their hands to follow in the footsteps of such fun hosting from the BBC, but I would love to see Oscar, Gina and Sanna present Eurovision 2024 with, as I say, Mons and Edward appearing in some guise. So that's my thoughts, but what's yours? Who would you love to see present Eurovision 2024? Do you think it should be Petra and Mons again? Or like me, do you think it's time for a fresh lineup? You know what to do, of course you do. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. I look forward, as always, to reading those. But until next time, you take care and see you soon.